All right, we're diving into the high-stakes world of the AFCON round of 16, and let me tell you, not all matches are built the same. Today, we're going to break down the betting strategies for two totally different kinds of games, one with a crystal-clear favorite and another that's more of a tactical chess match. Let's get right into it.
So here's the deal. On one hand, you've got what feels like the lion versus the gazelle, a match with a really strong favorite and what looks like a straightforward bet. But on the other hand, we've got a pure tactical chess match. Every single move is critical, and, our betting strategy has to be just as smart and calculated.
Look, this is the knockout stage of AFCON. There are no do-overs, no second chances. Things like home advantage, who's fit, and tactical discipline, they're not just buzzwords anymore. Nope, these are the things that literally decide who's packing their bags and who's moving on. Every little detail matters, and honestly, that's what makes the betting so fascinating.
Okay, first up, let's tackle what looks like the most straightforward bet of the day. We're talking about the host nation, Morocco, as they go up against Tanzania. So, the primary pick here is super clear, super simple. Morocco to win at full time. The analysis points to this as the most likely outcome by a long shot. And now, we're going to dig into exactly why. And would you look at that? The confidence level for this pick is pegged at very high. And let me be clear, this is not just some gut feeling. Oh no, it's a prediction that's backed by some really solid evidence. Okay, so why all the confidence in Morocco? What's really driving this? Let's break down the key factors that the analysis points to.
Well, the whole case for Morocco really rests on four main pillars. First, you've got that incredible home crowd advantage. Second, there's a definite clear gap in talent between the two squads. Third, Morocco has been scoring goals consistently. And finally, you have to look at Tanzania's, their shaky defense.
And hey, if you want a stat to back that up, here it is. Morocco was averaging 2 goals per game during the group stage. I mean, that kind of consistent firepower puts a massive amount of pressure on any team, right? It's really hard to imagine Tanzania's defense holding out for the full 90 minutes.
And then you flip the coin over, and you've got Tanzania. They're heading into this massive knockout game without a single win in their last 10 competitive matches. I mean, wow, that is a seriously tough statistic to just ignore, especially when the pressure is this high.
All right, let's totally shift gears now, because our second match is a completely different animal. We're talking South Africa versus Cameroon, and this one is shaping up to be a much more tactical game.
I absolutely love how the source material describes this one. It says this is a chess match, not a shootout. And that phrase, it tells you everything you need to know. We should be expecting a careful, strategic game here, not some wild, open goal fest. So, keeping that tactical battle in mind, the main prediction here is actually for a draw at full time. Yeah, I know, it might not be the most exciting result to cheer for, but when you're looking at it from a betting angle, it's a really sound strategic call.
Now, the confidence level for a draw is still listed as high, but you'll notice it's just a notch below that very high we saw for the Morocco win. And that little difference is important. It's basically acknowledging that the margins are way tighter here, and it's just a much more unpredictable game between two evenly matched sides.
So why a draw? Why bet on that? Well, the analysis points to 3 really compelling reasons. First off, just look at the history between them. Their last 3 matchups have all ended in draws. Second, like we said, they are just so evenly matched from a tactical standpoint. And third, and this is a big one, it's a knockout game. Caution is everything. Neither team wants to be the one to make that one huge mistake that sends them packing.
But hey, betting on a straight draw isn't for everyone. I get it. So the analysis offers a really smart alternative, the South Africa Draw No Bet, or DNB. It's basically a way to still back a team, but you get to protect your money if the game ends up tied.
So for anyone who's not familiar with that term, let me give you a quick breakdown. Draw no bet is exactly what it sounds like. If you put your money on South Africa to win, but the match ends in a draw, you don't lose anything. You just get your stake back. You only win your bet if South Africa actually wins the game. It's a great way to kind of insulate yourself in a really tight match. Okay, so we've got 2 very different matches and 2 very different betting angles. So what do we do with all this? Let's put it all together and actually build a smart, cohesive betting strategy for the day. And this is really where the strategy part comes into play, right? So how do you take these individual picks and combine them into a plan that's balanced and hopefully profitable?
So this table here lays out a really clear game plan. Think of the Morocco win as your main bet. It's the one with the highest confidence, your anchor. Then you have the draw in the South Africa-Cameroon game That's your value bet. A value bet is where you think the odds are actually better than the real chance of it happening. And finally, that South Africa draw no bet is your cover bet. It's your safety net, a way to hedge and protect your overall stake. See, it's a really well-rounded approach that balances that risk and reward.
Okay, finally, let's just pull back for a second and look at the big picture here. Because this analysis isn't just about these two games. It's really about the principles of smart, disciplined betting that you can literally apply to any match.
The key takeaway, really, is that good betting is so much less about pure luck and way more about having a methodical process. It means you're analyzing recent form, you understand the crazy pressure of a knockout game, you're looking at squad fitness and who's injured, and, most importantly, you know how to manage your risk. You know when to protect your stake.
And you know, this final quote from the source material just perfectly sums up today's lesson. Knockout football rewards discipline and patience, not chasing odds. It's so true. So the real question you should be asking yourself isn't just who you're going to bet on, but how you're going to bet. Thanks so much for tuning in.